the big neon signs with the Japanese lettering and the huge, gigantic arcades with full-size statues of Gundam Czar and shit. I also pointed out that he likes to go there and vacation there. So, even though he originally wrote Neuromancer as a technophobic thing, he and also as a big probe into the ramifications of too much technology too fast, that he still likes the genre. I mean, he invented it. It's his baby. Yeah, let's see. I forgot where I was, so I'll just find another one of these comments in this big, long, rambling discussion we're having on this page. Revosys. Okay, REVOSYS 006 YTU. I think that's Revolution System 6 YTU. Fuck, I don't know what the hell that stands for. Not gonna figure it out. Now, let's see. He said one word to my big comment on that big comment, and he said technophobic, one word, and he spaced it all out for dramatic flair. And it wasn't a rude comment, though. I don't mind if you have your own opinions and all that. And let's see. I said, well, I'm not saying I'm technophobic. In fact, a lot of my 3-monitor computer screen is controlled by voice command, which is true. It's microphone. I use Dragon Naturally Speaking and Game Commander mostly, but I have a lot of my computer voice controlled nowadays. I can say computer go back, computer go forward, etc. It's pretty fucking wicked, but it takes a lot of effort to set up. I wouldn't suggest it if you don't already have it set up. If you really go through with all the effort, it's worth it, but I'm talking like 3 nights of fucking tearing your hair out trying to get this goddamn system working. Anyways, I also pointed out my qualifications for being Czar of Cyberpunk, as I call myself. That's up for you to decide too. I'm not actually saying that seriously. I run the Shadowrun sprite comic over at... I know you get scared of the word sprite comic, but it's a lot of fucking hard work. I've been doing sprite comics for 7 years. All the graphics a lot of work has been put into it, Photoshop-wise and in MS Paint. And I don't use any cheating ways to use my sprites either. If you don't know what a sprite is, I guess you can just skip this little part. And so I run the Shadowrun comic. Shadowrun is a tabletop RPG that's cross-genre between fantasy, like swords and sorcery, elves, orcs, trolls, and cyberpunk sci-fi. Like, my main character is an elf with a pistol, badass pistol, who is a hacker, like one of the kinds that plugs the shit into his head to go into the VR. And I also pointed out William Gibson originally wrote Neuromancer because he knew jack shit about computers and the internet, and this is true too. He knew fuck all about it, and I forget where I read this too. It stuck. So if I'm not verbatim here, then please correct me. I will stand corrected. I pointed out that William Gibson invented Cyberpunk because he knew jack shit about PCs and the internet, and frankly, he started hearing all this crazy shit about these crazy computers and 16-year-olds hacking into the fucking military missile systems and shit like that. And I don't know if he shat his pants or what, but he decided his imagination started going wild right then. And then he decided to write a big book, and just to let himself have some more creative freedom, he made it a fiction book. Well, it would be fiction either way, but very far-fetched, at the time, far-fetched fiction. Like, nobody back then thought that computers would actually be able to pull most of that off in 10 years. And what do you know? Most of it actually came true. And also originally, it took a while before before Cyberpunk actually was considered its own genre. And before that, it was just a term. It's like all those people that come up with new words for their music, like hyphy and nu metal and all that. Cyberpunk was a genre that had to fight to gain its title, is what I'm trying to say. This coat's getting warm. And also, just to prove, well, not really to prove, but just to try to back it up with some evidence here. Think about it. Cyberpunk is always grim and dark. It's not like William Gibson's heard about all this technology and kids hacking into military missile systems and thought, holy shit, awesome, and then wrote Star Trek, all happy, look at what technology is doing for us. No, he was scared shitless. He wrote a book about where people are addicted to computer chips that they can plug in their head that make their neurons fly off and give them happy serotonin, and they're called BTL chips, and you plug them into your brain, they make all the happy chemicals flow out, and then after a while the chip, after too much use, fries out and falls out. So it's literally a computer chip drug, which is a fucking awesome idea. And if we ever get neural interfaces like that, I bet it will become a reality. Most things did become a reality from that book. Series of books, that is. And yeah, he wrote a lot about how technology could go wrong, which is why it's awesome. And then ever since then, a lot of people have twisted it and turned it around and turned cyberpunk into some kind of action genre, mindless action genre, which I absolutely loathe, because cyberpunk was originally all about thinking and all that yin-yang blah 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 shit. And let's see, what else did I write about it? Oh, well, I guess that's it. Thank you for listening, though. I don't know how this will blow over. If you like it, I can make more. If you can't tell, I'm absolutely fucking obsessed with cyberpunk. Yes, it's my one obsession. I'm a freaking nerd. Here. In closing, let me show you something. Yeah. KMFDM. And if you don't know about them, look into them. They're a German industrial rock band. They're 4 years older, count them, 4 years older than Nine Inch Nails. And they're 10 years older, that's a decade, than Rammstein. So they were the first to mix guitars, like electric guitars, with techno shit. So basically like cyberpunk music. They are mixing technology and music. And not only that, but one of their songs, Virus, was chosen for the Johnny Mnemonic movie. William Gibson wrote Johnny Mnemonic. Johnny Mnemonic became a movie. They decided to stick a KMFDM song in there. As far as my logic goes, that officially means they are cyberpunk music. Anyway, my throat's getting sore. I want to go jack off, smoke, whatever the fuck I do when I'm off camera. Peace out. Thanks for listening, everybody.